Hey folks, this is Jeff again with Real Country with Jeff and Melony. Do another little video here. I know yesterday I came on and talked about how it was my birthday. Yay! And yeah, I had a good day. Right now I was going to mention something a little different. Anybody ever watched the Flintstones when they were a little kid? Well, they always had that little segment come on. Saw it over and over, same cartoon, they just kept showing over the happy anniversary, where they running through the town with a piano, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Well, today is mine and Melony's 31st wedding anniversary. Yep, 35 years. It don't seem like it. The running joke used to be that we got married the day after my birthday. So I partied one day and I cried the next. But that's not the way it is. When we got married, when we started dating, we dated, took her out for our very first date. Some friends of hers suggested I should take her out. I actually met her at her work. She worked where I did business. They talked me into asking her out. I did. It was on a Friday. Beautiful young girl. I was glad she went out with me. We had what I call just a typical date. I picked her up, met her mom. We went out to eat. Then we went to a movie. Got me a little peck of sugar, dropped her off at her house, and asked her out for the next night. And she said yeah. And we've been together ever since. Dated roughly about a year and been married 31. The backstory is, on our second date, she actually told me that she had told her mama she's going to marry me. And I was like on the Flintstones. I heard them wedding bells, a little voice behind my head said, "Run!" But I didn't. And as it turned out, we started in the spring dating. And that Christmas Eve, I asked her to marry me. And we've been together ever since. I found out the backstory was that back then my wife got asked out for dates by a lot of guys, and as long as the guy was, good looking, didn't seem weird or flaky, she would go out on a date. If nothing else, even if she didn't like the guy, didn't turn out to be her cup of tea, she usually got a free meal and got to go to a movie, something like that. So that's how people do. When she got home, her mom always sat up and waited, and they picked the old boy apart. What's wrong with this one? Oh, he done this, he done that. Yeah, we're through with him, that's it, till the next day. Well, long story short, her mom sat up and waited on me for them to pick me apart. And she told me this on the second date. Her mama wanted to know, well, what's wrong with this one? And Melony looked at her and said, Mama, ain't nothing wrong with this one. I'm going to marry this one. And she said, why? And said, well, this one made me laugh. And she told me that. And my wife told me if there's ever a day that I wake up and I don't make her laugh, she will leave me. So there has been a couple of mornings we'd wake up and she'd speak to me and I'm like, but even that tickled her. So she said, I'm not getting rid of her, so that's great. But yeah, it's been a fun ride. Like I said, we've had 31 years of marriage. My wife has a couple of sisters, and once we got engaged, I'll never forget it. I'm sitting up there drinking a cup of coffee, and the ladies having their little hen party, and they're all excited about the wedding and picking china and this, that, and the other, and everything that goes along with it. And I'm just sitting there listening to them talk. I hear them start trying to decide when we're going to have the wedding, and I stayed out of it. And they started in January, and they went Saturday by Saturday trying to pick the perfect time to have the wedding. But every time they got to a date, something was wrong, the weather, couldn't find a church available. There was something always till we got to August. And when they got to August, I had no idea what day of the week things fell on, but I heard them mention Saturday the 13th. And when they said that, I said, hey, I like that one. And that was the only comment I made. Well, I heard them go through their paperwork talking, and they couldn't find nothing wrong, so they said, well, hey, that'll work. Later on, I told them that was my secret plan once they picked it, was that way I could never forget my wedding anniversary. Since then, my wife has actually got the two confused, but I never have. But yeah, it's been a fun ride. Uh-oh, my dogs are barking at something. We've had good times. We've had bad times over the years. We've had times we were rolling with decent little bit of money, and times we about to starve to death. We've lived through some things that hadn't been that fun either. We wound up, well, excuse me, back up. We've had some good things. We've had two great sons. I've got two strong, healthy sons, smart boys, good boys. Proud of both of them. One of my sons has just recently got married, so now we got a daughter. We're proud of her. We've had some bad things. We've had to deal with heart attacks in the family, our immediate family. We've had cancer. We had to deal with Alzheimer's. We've had to deal with some deaths. Like I said, not always fun and games, but that's life. You have ups, you have downs. You grit your teeth, try to get through the bad, and make the most out of the good. No matter what, even if we get mad and fuss at each other, we love each other. That's what family does, and we always try to laugh. No matter how bad it is, there's always something. You can always throw in the Three Stooges or an old Saturday Night Live, Jerry Lewis, Dean Martin, Bob Hope, Bing Crosby. There's something good to watch. Get your mind off of it. May not change nothing, but it'll get your mind off of it and maybe take a load off for a little bit. It's a fun time, and the older you get, things mean different. Used to, we'd always try to go out to eat, make a big special occasion, have a lot of fun, spend some money. Here lately, we may not spend a bunch of money, but I hope my wife knows I love her and do anything in the world for her. But like I said, we just thought I'd mention this. This is our happy anniversary. This is our 1-2 punch in August. Hope this makes you think about people you're with. Enjoy them. Have a good time. Make the most out of it. If you like our videos, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. We can use all the help we get. And then just one more little quick thing I was going to tell you. I just hope my wife Melony appreciates how lucky I got when I married her. Love you, babe. Ditto.